It's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, at Expressionist at Studio Gallery in the backyard. Still working on what I was working on, and I really thought I wouldn't be still working on it, but I can't seem to leave it alone, so I'm poking around. And I'll finish poking around tomorrow if I have to. But in the meantime, if I can give the impression, and I'm wondering if I can give the impression of trees, which is what I meant to say, with something more tree-like. That's kind of okay. And I've got a whole bunch more of those. I don't want them to have to be, they're just meant to give the impression. And I'm still thinking that I'm going to have to black out down below. There are some clouds that are pale colored down here at the horizon line, but I'm thinking if I give myself a little black to play with, it might be alright to play with it. We'll see. I'm using my Princeton Catalyst art tools. And I kind of wouldn't mind if that would all sell up, because that would look lacy and it would resolve my issue. But it kind of looks like I can just use my tools to draw into the paint with. I don't know how the rest of it's going to work out. I don't have that much more I want to do at the horizon line. Just sort of tapping. I'd like some texture in there. I guess it's sort of like blacking the bottom out. So that's it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see what it looks like. I put in a blue mountain while you guys were gone for a minute. I didn't spend a lot of time on it, I gotta say. I'll pick up some other paint. I'm going to keep spreading this so it doesn't get any drier. I'm sure someone's going to have an objection to black, but I don't have it, so pardon me. I do have an objection to the white canvas coming through. And I do like to throw some of this Prussian blue in with the black. It just creates a little more texture and interest. And I may take the torch to the bottom to see what happens. And I had a different spatula that I probably put into, yes. I was using this, and it was making kind of neat tree shapes in the last. But like I said, I don't care for the canvas showing through. I don't mind that little bit of blue in there. I say I'm not trying to be exact, but I'm trying to definitely create the impression of what I had there. And I've never done this before, so it's a new gig. I suppose I could contemplate on dropping some green in there. I think I'm just going to pounce, somewhat anyway, with the Catalyst spatula. I kind of want some more clouds, and I guess if I really want some more clouds, I can always add them tomorrow on top, but I might have to like brush them in, paint them in somehow. These clouds have a lot of, this is what we're working with, by the way. Thank you for not dropping it in the painting, Priscilla. That's what we're working with, something similar to that. I don't know how bright it's going to dry. I I kind of miss having more yellow up there. I wanted something brighter than I've got. I wonder if I can still do something with that or not. Because I'd really? Careful what you ask for. Because I haven't used a torch, it's not as dry as it could be. I like that little bit of yellow in there. That's not bothering me a bit. I'm not unhappy I did that. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to spread it out a little. Yes. I want more things in here than I have in here. I'd like it to be a little more impressive than it is. I have some nice pink. Since it's not super impressing me, that sort of gives me permission to do what I want while I still have wet paint to play with. I don't want to get into those gray clouds though. I'm kind of dying of curiosity. We have a book coming out shortly, we hope, before Christmas, early December, and my editor just called while I was in the middle of deciding whether to go on with this or not. Yeah, you know, I think I really like that other pink. I'm not a subtle girl, so I'm just going to use my instinct to throw some pink in there because I like it. And while we're at it, why don't we just go for it everywhere, because if there happens to be any gray schmutz, then that'll just be another cloud, right? I love dramatic, colorful skies. I am a sunset freak, legitimately. And I haven't been in a while. I'm going through withdrawal in a big way. It doesn't matter if I tone this down a little bit by mixing it together, because it will dry darker. Acrylic paint always dries darker. Oh, we got an accidental cloud. Okay, well, I'm not sure where that came from, but I'm sure it belongs wherever it just landed. Wait, really? And again? Okay. Clouds are better than canvas showing through. Although I'm not hating the canvas showing through at this moment exactly either. I'm very curious to see how this is going to dry. I'm going to sit down one day and scrub off every tiny little bit of speck of paint so I don't ever have this problem again. You know what? I want a lighter color yellow. And I want that to stop happening. Really? Is it going to be one of those moments? Come off, whatever you are. Thank you. Let's put a little bit of white right in there. Yeah, I'm just going to keep messing up, and it's going to become more and more interesting sky as I go. I'm going to try and get every little fleck off of this spatula, which until that exact moment I was really enjoying using. What else? Yeah, that time I avoided the drip. Probably would have been perfect too. So I changed it up a little from what it was to what it is, and it's not bothering me. It's a little more neon. I wonder what would happen if I found my basting brush and texture. Really, I don't want any water on there now. Get off. That's why I wear cotton t-shirts. I think I like it better with a little basting brush action, to tell you the truth. I'm just going to go through, even if I get a little canvas. I don't know if that'll dry textured or if it'll level out, but there's enough little bits of Prussian blue in there. And my fingers work. Ha! Basting brush sort of beats it all the way down to the canvas. I'm surprised. But I like the texture of it. I don't know how it'll look tomorrow. This is a really good experiment because I will use everything I learned in these first few attempted landscapes to do more. Yeah, that's a much more organic feeling for me. I'm just twisting it as I whack it. And if I see a big white space, I fill it in. Although a little light in something never hurt anything either. And I don't think anybody's ever going to see my fingerprints, so I'm not going to worry about that. Well, that's kind of cool. I don't mind that. I do mind this little white spot. And I do have skewers, and I could probably do something like put some paint on one, but I think we have a fairly decent impression that I wanted. I'm really tempted to do all kinds of weird stuff to this. What I want to do, like mix that up and see what happens if I use the basting brush. It is a primed canvas. I don't know why I should worry that I'm down to canvas, because it's not canvas, it's still paint. And I like the lines the basting brush is making very much, actually, now that I've allowed myself the pleasure of playing with it. Yeah, I'm not bothered by that. I'm sure somebody's going to object, but that's not me right now. I like it. It's different. It doesn't have to be what I thought it had to be to begin with. And I want to see what happens. And I allow myself the pleasure of mixing a few more things in there. So why not? They may blend. They probably won't, but they may. When I set the timer for 20 minutes, I really didn't expect I was going to use it, but here I am. And here you are. And I'm still having a good time. Matter of fact, I'm having more of a good time now that I gave myself permission to do what I wanted than I was when I was trying to get it right. So have fun. Don't worry about getting it right. If you like it, it's right. I got some edges to touch up. I'm not going to use the torch because I don't want to take a chance. I'm going to grab some of that paint, put it out there at the end of that cloud. I'd like a little more. And I always tell you about contributing to the studio will get you into a contest to win. If your name is drawn, you'll get to choose one of 3 paintings. And there's a Patreon and a PayPal link to be able to do that to help me out. This is my only source of income. Although there are 350 videos now, or nearly. There probably will be by the time this airs. And I hope you guys, if you like what you see now, that you go watch some. And I want to say thank you for all the contributors who've kept me painting. You really have. I'm just going to keep adding a little bit of whatever I want, figuring I was going to work on it tomorrow anyway, and I don't want that on there. So I have albums on Facebook at the very bottom of the description under the video, and on those albums you will find the wet and dry artworks from YouTube. They may not be perfectly updated but I'm working on it. As soon as you see volume 3, you know that the most current artworks will be there. In the meantime, 1 and 2 are there. I wanted another cloud, can you tell? And I was willing to take a chance. I'm just going to go for it. I want more clouds. Oops, I didn't want that though. That's what skewers are for. Take a little black paint, knock out that white one. Put another tree in. Why not? Might be the best tree of the bunch, you can't tell. Pine needles are lacy. Yeah, I kind of like that. It adds a little bit of interest. I'm going to wipe off my skewer again and try and remember what I was telling you when I so rudely interrupted myself again, which I will do consistently. There are a whole bunch of really cute little clouds up here that I'm not minding, and I think I'd like to see more of them, since I get the feeling increasingly that I'm not going to work on this tomorrow. I'm just going to give myself permission to work on it now, which means dragging some more of my clouds over to the side. Oops. Goodbye, cloud. Oh well. That's still better than it was. I like it more. That's my timer. No matter what I have left to tell you, I got to do it in the next minute, which is fine. If I can manage to do it at all, because I'm really focused. Shop my Amazon link at no added cost to you if you're looking for the OXO omelet turning spatula that spreads paint like a miracle. And that helps me out a little bit, and I really appreciate you guys doing that. I appreciate all the people who contributed to keep the studio going. I might have just said that, getting redundant as a son of a gun here. Really focused, really not hating what I've got. Wanting to tell you to come again, and thank you for all the comments. And looks like the stars are coming. Okay, let's steal some paint and see if we can camouflage something. Maybe we can't. Okay. I got enough other marks, it doesn't matter. I'm going to make these part of those. And that worked for me. Same down here. Little sky texture, all good, no worries, nothing serious going on here. This is my second landscape today, and it is what it is. I love you guys, hope to see you again soon. Priscilla, Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery.